Hello viewers and welcome. Adam here, back with another war video. So today's video is going to be a little bit interesting because, well, not interesting, shorter than it should have been actually, because I stopped recording halfway through and then didn't pick it up again. So we'll get to that later. But the first fight here is going to be Man-Thing on node 2 with Immortal Abomination. So you can see the nodes there is, you get placebos if you repeat the same attack, so you want to alternate your combos, because of course Man-Thing places his own debuffs on you, so he gets a lot of power really quickly with Mystic Dispersion typically, so you just kind of want to limit that as much as possible. I'm trying to not push him too high in power, because you can see he can shoot up fairly quickly, but that's all me just really kind of explaining, over-explaining this fight, really. I mean, poison doesn't hurt me, obviously, with iBom, so there's not really much that can go wrong in this fight as long as I'm just not really dumb, which luckily today I wasn't. So, yeah, you can see there he just gets a lot of power. Just kind of slow playing it. I mean, he's going to get the acid burn eventually, even if I'm slow. So, at a certain point here, I didn't even really care too much about placebos, because it's just, yeah, fairly straightforward fight. So he's already almost down here. Obviously my poisons and this petrify from special 1 keeps his healing down. Not that he even has much healing. There's just not really much to talk about in this fight. So a few more seconds and he's down. So almost basically full yellow bar finish. Good assignment there. Not too much risk. Next fight we have here is node 11 Penny Parker. Okay, next fight on this path. And the nodes for this one here are, as you can see here, Strike, Counter, Amplify. She doesn't really have, her own power gain really as a defender. I mean, obviously, as an attacker, you get a little bit of parry and stuff like that. I mean, nothing really comes into play here. And when you have Vox, even her base kit doesn't really matter. You can obviously turn off the auto block with the Undermine right away. So with a Power Start 1, this is just about as trivial a fight as the last one. Okay, so I'm just going to throw that right off the block. She even gets the first auto block with 1 charge, of course, but it doesn't matter. So the rest of this fight's going to be fairly straightforward. I don't remember, I capture that degen for no reason really whatsoever. But yeah, I'll just push her to special 2. Why not? As long as she throws it, it's not really a big deal. Okay, there is an encroaching root in this fight, so because Vox is a little bit particular about when he's throwing specials and which special he's throwing, I kind of just anticipated I'm going to get rooted in this fight. So most of, or a lot of my attention is focused on that root timer. If I can get a special 1 off, like I just did there, great, but I anticipated getting rooted at least a couple times in this fight. So as long as you don't lose track of that, really not a whole lot can go wrong. Kind of slowed my combo there just to make sure I had enough to finish that out. Another pretty straightforward, nothing much going on. Talking about it for the entire duration, really run out of things to say about it. So speaking of things that you run out of ways to talk about it, next fight here is going to be a 22 Void, and I'm going to use Nick Fury. So I think I don't know, I counted it up last time. I've done this many times, so I don't know, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, who knows at this point this season. So yeah, just full max skill boosts. So that's what you're watching me do here on the screen. I'll talk. I know not everyone watches every video, obviously. Some of you watch multiple videos. Thank you for that. This is your first video. Welcome. Thanks. I'll just quickly talk through how I like to approach this fight. So, full skill boost, as you saw me do. I'd like to do a Power Start 1. Do a heavy right off the start. Okay, that's going to purify the taunt from the node. Then 4 light hits. The reason why I don't do a medium at all is because it'll keep him under 1 bar of power. Then I do a full 5-hit combo and go into special 2. So that way I can get all the way to my special 2, do massive damage, and Void hasn't even been able to do anything. So at this point, beta special 2 out. Now, in this fight, he did get unstoppable. Okay, he hasn't gotten unstoppable in some of the other fights. He's died before that unstoppable came up. So in this case, I'm just kind of, it's not a huge deal. I was close enough to special 2. I just had to wait it out. Nick Fury second life, clutch there. Sig 200 means that second life would have lasted quite a while anyways. Kind of funny, full yellow bar here, so makes for kind of a funny screenshot. So I had 3 more fights this war. I took a quick break here to do something around the house, and yeah, just when I came right back, I never continued recording like a dum-dum. So, which is really unfortunate because they were 2 very cool fights. So I'm just going to leave the end fight screenshot that I took here of the Yelena Belova just to show. I mean, that went super duper well. If you're ever doing this fight, this is the node right after that void. So I usually see dust here. I've done many dust fights on this node. So if you want to go back and watch really almost any of the Season 61 war videos, for me here, it's going to be a dust on this node. Steady buildup, unblockable, painful retreat, heal, block, debuff. So Yelena Belova, if played correctly or normally, really, nothing really bad happens. She's not going to place that 3rd debuff to go unblockable. Per the node, so this is fairly straightforward. I just baited a bunch of special 1s and played normal Vox stuff in between all those special 1s, and it was no big deal. So you just kind of play it really slow, calm, and it's very safe. She never gets that 3rd debuff, and things look pretty good. So let's just move on to the next fight here. Node 44 Lumatrix. I've had trouble with this in the past. I got it down, but it was close. This one, as you can see, very clean. This is just stun immunity with hazard shift, poison, rupture. So I do like to start this with a power start 1 because with Vox as the counter, obviously he's immune to poison, so that's nice. I changed my stat focus to physical resistance, got like another 20% less damage when I do get ruptures. Going to get some ruptures throughout the fight, so that's also really helpful. Power start 1 lets me get to special 2 super quick, get the vigilance. Then Lumatrix is significantly easier when you have a vigilance. So yeah, rush to special 2, and from there it's just kind of playing careful, playing well till the rest of the fight is over. 3rd fight, I don't even have a screenshot of, but it was Immortal Abomination versus Node 49 Nico Minoris. That's Stunning Reflection, Polka Dot Power. Not fairly straightforward, just bait special 2s there. With Immortal Abomination, you're applying tons of poison, so you're turning off the Stunning Reflection fairly often. You're getting Polka Dot Power. It's really not a huge problem. That was a pretty straightforward fight too. So really am upset at myself that I didn't get those recorded for you guys to watch. Maybe next time I will not forget, and I'll do the fights really, really cleanly as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening here to the end, and we'll catch you next time with hopefully a full video. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.